It's very sticky, hasn't got barbs on it, and they can just poke that tongue way down into the ant's nest and draw up a load of ants and pupae. And you can see here, if you look carefully, it's so long, the tongue, it goes round the back of the head, through that groove, and it ends up inside that nostril of the green woodpecker. This is a green woodpecker skull. And here, let me just show you how that works. There's the tongue there, all the way round. It goes from the nostril round the back of the head, out to there. And it's not, that end is sort of quite prehensile. It moves around under the ground as they pick up the ants. Now they'll eat about 2,000 ants every day, and the green woodpeckers out feeding here are eating more than that, and there's a reason for that, because Chris has found the nest.
Indeed, green woodpeckers don't peck wood to find their food, they're out there after those ants, but they do peck wood to make their nest, and we found the woodpecker's nest just up here in the woods. It's quite high up in one of the oak trees. Here it is. Now, that nest hole is excavated mostly by the male, and it can take him up to 30 days to hack it open. It's got a 6 centimetre diameter, which means it's a nice, neat fit for these woodpeckers to get into the hole. And of course, that keeps lots of other predators out. Let's go live to our woodpeckers now to see if there's any action at this time of the evening. Light's dropping here, but that doesn't mean that they won't still be out. In fact, whilst Martin was out on the grass, just before we came live to him, I saw a green woodpecker fly right over his head, heading back into the woods, so we might have just missed the feed. Inside that hole, I've got to tell you, well, it's not a terribly savoury place to be. It could be up to 50 centimetres deep, about 18 centimetres wide, and they lay somewhere between 5 and 7 eggs, and the youngsters can be in there for 27 days. So it gets very hot, very sweaty and very dirty. Initially, the adults remove the fecal sacs, but after about 15 days, when they can't get to the bottom anymore, they give up, and then it just fills up with poo with the woodpeckers on top. So if you think things are unpleasant down in that bitter's nest, this is the ornithological black hole of Calcutta. You wouldn't want to be in there. But what have our woodpeckers been up to? Let's take a look. Here we've seen, earlier in the day, them attending the nest. The young are big enough now to climb up the inside and take food from the parents. And the food is a regurgitated porridge of ants. Now look very carefully at the gates, the mouths of those birds. You see those swollen warts on either side? That's quite unique. I haven't seen that on any other species of bird at all. What are they there for? For a very clever reason. When the chicks first hatch and they're 50 centimetres down in the bottom of that hole and the adult comes in on a dull day, it's pitch black in there. So how does it find the gate to regurgitate that food into? Well, basically, it tentatively pecks around until it touches one of those highly sensitive warts, which causes the young bird to open its mouth, and then the adult can put the food into it. Really neat. Now, the other thing that we've seen at